We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Braves look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Carlos Martinez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
So striding in, Cody Sullivan. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is...
Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. That batting average still well up there to begin play. 3 homers and 29 driven in. The 1-0 home. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Back goes Thomas, but he can't get there. It's over his head. Sullivan rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
These fans haven't even had a chance to grab a soda and a hot dog before the offensive fireworks are flying. First we had a leadoff single, then a 2-base hit to drive in a run. If this pattern continues, a triple should be on tap next.
At the plate, Chipper Jones. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Hit out towards second. Wong is there, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 13.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's on an incredible RBI streak. How about over 20 runs batted in his last 10 games? It seems like every time someone's in scoring position, this guy knows how to knock him in. He's been like white hot.
Acuna digs in now. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 22 home runs, 57 runs batted in. Lifted in the air out to left field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. It's been a steady 5 for 9. He's taken him deep once. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
D-Ro, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east?
Meanwhile, now this is hit well down that right field line. And gone for a home run. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 28 on the season, as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number
Into the
25.
box, Andrew Jones. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo home run off the bat of Andrew Jones, number 36 on the year for him, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
At the plate now, Gary Sheffield.
The shortstop, Gary.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Braves 4, the Cardinals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. John Smoltz gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Colton Wong is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch-out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
So now to the plate, Tommy Edman. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Acuna is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Albies is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
To the plate now, John Smoltz. Now a bunt attempt here. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Stepping in now, Cody Sullivan, as it's grounded sharply to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Adam Wainwright enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Nick Markakis digging in now as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Ready for another chance? Chipper Jones. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Shot toward right center. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So one out here with runners at first and third, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Has a look, now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
Stepping in, Freddie Freeman, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First offering on its way. Liner toward right center, and that'll get down out there. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's 7-0. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Braves on top, 7-0. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. In yesterday's ball game, he launched a couple over the wall, so we'll see if he's got some more thump in that bat here in this one. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Dexter Fowler comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Tyler O'Neill.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
The left fielder.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Jones.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. Liner in there for a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd. So he's aboard again with his 2nd hit of the game here in the top of the 3rd. And as we check out the Braves leaders in that category, you can see he currently sits number 3 on the roster in that department. At the plate, Gary Sheffield. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Up next for Atlanta.
So 1 gone for the Braves here in the 3rd. And that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit to right. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now.
Now meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead. It's 8-0.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Into the box, Cody Sullivan as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the 2nd run of the inning.
Striding in once again, Nick Markakis. First offering on its way. Now a swing by Markakis, and he launches this one high and deep to right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, that's his 2nd double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
At the plate now, Chipper Jones. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The relay, and they've got the runner hung up between 1st and 2nd. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do count on the play. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Braves lead it 11-0. Yadi Molina digging in now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And he takes a cold strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Jones arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Standing in, Lane Thomas. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Thomas, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Drilled to first, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Adam Wainwright is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Fouled off. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 11-0. Genesis Cabrera gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Weekly hit to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Cardinals are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Wow, this one was over before it even started. Talking about a rude awakening to the game. He only lasted 1 inning. There's still 8 innings the bullpen's going to have to eat up in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Cabrera, 23 years old. He's a 2nd-year big leaguer. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 25, Andrew Jones.
Standing in, Andrew Jones. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. 2 out, nobody on. This is line to left. O'Neill is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves, but they lead it 11-0. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. Man, if I'm on the mound right now, these guys are swinging at everything. You just want to try and paint the corners.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit hard to third. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Paul Goldschmidt is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Sliced hard on the ground. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first.
Wow, that error has got to really sting. Anytime a run scores because of an error, it eats at you, but especially when he comes around from first, he wasn't even in scoring position when the play started.
Here's Matt Carpenter looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Goldschmidt, the runner at second with 1 away. And another foul ball. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Dexter Fowler will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Markakis to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Atlanta leads it 11-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop Gary Sheffield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted into center field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Ozzie Albies. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. 1 out, nobody on. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is O'Neill. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, The pitcher.
So here now's the pitcher, John Smoltz. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they're on autopilot 11-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, thanks, Heidi. 0-1, here it comes. In there, strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Yadier Molina's at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Albies has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. The next to bat for St. Louis, Lane Thomas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. So a 2-out double here gives him some new life here in this 5th inning as he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign. Jairo Munoz will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 34, Jairo.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And it's fouled away. Hit in the air down the right field line. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Alex Reyes gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Cody Sullivan earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or they got an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Stepping in now, Nick Markakis, and he fouls this one off. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Reyes utilizes a good curveball as a part of his arsenal, but it's not just your run-of-the-mill breaking ball. It's unique in that he's able to throw it with great velocity, a power curve, if you will. 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Settling in now, Chipper Jones. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. First pitch on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. O'Neill waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ronald Acuna. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Liner towards second. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. To second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
The first baseman, number 5.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the 1. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Braves on top 12-1. Colton Wong will stand in, and then he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
But there to spirit is Chipper as he takes this one down for the first out.
Tommy Edman.
Coming to the plate now, Tommy Edman. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready now, Paul Goldschmidt. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
and he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Seventh inning ready to roll, and here comes Andrew.
Off for Atlanta, the left fielder, Andrew.
Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. One away.
The shortstop, Gary Sheffield.
Digging in, Gary Sheffield. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Barehanded at his knees. What a play.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Striding in, Ozzie Albies. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Smoltz.
To the plate now, John Smoltz, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Ryan Helsley enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. In now, Cody Sullivan. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense. And now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
At the plate, Nick Markakis, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Standing in now, Chipper Jones, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Into the box, Ronald Acuna. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So they strike. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players. Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Fouled off. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Again, another foul ball. High in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. That evens it up 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 and 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Splitter, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go.
Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And the 2-out hit keeps the inning alive for Yadier Molina.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
2 out with the man at first. Hit out towards second. Albies scoops it up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cards leave 1, and they remain well behind. Ready to begin the 8th, and in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman Freddie Freeman. Pitch on the way. In the air to straightaway right. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Stepping in for the Braves, Andrew Jones. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Out in front of it, strike 1. The 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Digging in once again, Gary Sheffield. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a cold strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, The offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Popped up. Back behind second. Wong is there for it. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Braves. But you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Lane Thomas. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Hit down the line at first. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozens strikeouts for him in the ball game.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Batting average down in the low 210s. 3 homers and 14 driven in. Line hard to center field. Oh no, it dropped. The throw into second, and he'll get in there safely.
Man, I'm not sure what to make of this one. The ball was hit hard, but it looked routine. The only thing I can think of is maybe he lost it in the lights there. That's a tough break.
Here's Colton Wong now. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one away. Into the box, Tommy Edman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. He's ready now. The pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Paul Goldschmidt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Down the left field line and deep, and no one will get this one. The 1-1 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Settling under it is Markakis, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cards strand a couple, and as you can see, they are way behind. John Brebbia comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Smoltz.
Digging in and looking for more, John Smoltz. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Marcell Ozuna will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
Popped him up. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2. Now to the plate, Cody Sullivan. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Fouled away. Brebbia was born in Massachusetts. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side.
Your attention, please.
So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melanson as he'll take over on the mound. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Matt Carpenter, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he misses there, 1-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-2. Freezes him, a strikeout looking. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he will put this one away, and the Braves will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
15-1 is the final. The Atlanta Braves put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. John Smoltz earns his 8th victory of the season as he struck out 13 in this one. Carlos Martinez allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us.